Hello everyone. So in this question we'll see there's a pipe, okay, open at both ends, has a fundamental frequency n is given, which is nothing but 600 hertz. So let's say n open, okay, is what is it 600 hertz. Remember, fundamental frequency we generally write n with, but here we have to describe write open end and close end, so we just use o o for open actually, or you can use entire words, not a problem. So the first overtone of the pipe of a pipe closed at one end has the same frequency. So first overtone of a pipe open has the same frequency as the first overtone of closed pipe, open pipe. See, same frequency has an open pipe. Okay, so closed pipe and open pipe has the same first frequency, overtone frequency. So you can actually write like this. Okay, so basically you should remember what is np for open. What is it? P plus 1, fundamental frequency of open. Okay, then what is np of close? 2p plus 1. Remember even and odd and taking all the values. So it's that concept. Okay, so actually we generally refer with n0 or n, not n or, sorry for. Now you have to find what are the how long are the pipe. Long are two pipes. Okay, fine. Now remember one more thing, I just wanted to point it out here, that many of the time they will not give you this information. Whenever you have this pipe question, we are talking about the vibration of the air molecules, right? So basically you are talking about the speed of that air molecule. So generally the speed of the sound in air is basically 330 meter per second, and that sometimes not given information, sometimes they will give this information, but for the safer side always remember this. Okay, that's a good idea. अगर याद नहीं रहेगा then it may possible कि later on you may feel like ये क्या था वो नहीं होना चाहिए. समझ में आया? So velocity of this air molecule what we have here is 330 meter per second. ठीक है. Now having all this information, can we just use this information and calculate the length? Now having the velocity, we will just try to formulate properly. So velocity is nothing but n lambda. Okay, now do you remember a lambda in terms of the L? Yeah, so we're gonna use that particular part, correct? So you should be aware about this particular thing. Now here we have the specific case of the open end and close end of the pipe wala specific case hai, correct? So we have already done the derivation, so we don't want to go in that detail. So what is fundamental frequency of the open? Basically, how do you calculate that? So fundamental of the frequency of the is already actually here is given 600 hertz. Okay, now if I just want to write what is n1 of open, then you can easily write it from the this equation. It is nothing but p plus 1. So p plus 1 means 2 of n open. Now if you remember, we wrote n of open is nothing but v by 2l. Okay, this equation of the fundamental frequency, so I just want to keep it in that way. Okay, now n1 of open. Okay, so obviously we can write that here. Now if I just write n1 of open and I use the same condition here, means actually this is actually 2 into 600 hertz, isn't it? So we have 1200 hertz. So using the two different information for the same equation, I can actually come up with length L1, isn't it? So we have V 330 divided by 1200. So we got length L1. Okay, just simplify. Now we want to calculate the length 2 also, but to calculate the length 2 we require the frequency of that particular case. Okay, so that basically what we had here, frequency, right? So now to calculate that, we just have to use the formula for the close. So n1 of close is what? N1 of close is equal to 2 plus 1 into n1 of fundamental frequency of the closed pipe. So you just write n of close. Now if you remember the formula for the closed pipe, what we write? V divided by 4l, in this case 2. Okay, so it's a 4l by 2. 3 by we have now 3 by 4 of v by l2. So please remember this equation. If you don't remember the equation, then it will be very difficult for you. Okay, now Remember, we already know that n1 of open is equal to n2 of n2 of close, right? So this answer is already something we already calculated, 1200 hertz. So 1200 is equal to 3 by 4 into 330 divided by L2. So this came from here. So L2, now you can just simply do the mathematics, simple mathematics, and you can just calculate the length. So I'll leave this calculation to you. The answer should be 20.63. Okay, and the previous answer should be 27.5 centimeter. Now let's continue our discussion for the next question. Now two wires of the same material, same cross section, okay, two wires of the same material, same cross sections are stretched on a sonometer, in successive length of one wire is 60 centimeter and that of the other is 30 centimeter. There are two wires, remember. So I can just write that first wire L1 is equal to 60 centimeter and L2, the second wire, is 30 centimeter. So always have a habit of writing everything in terms of meter. Okay. Now they have also given the next information that an unknown load is applied to the first wire and second wire is loaded with 1.5 kg. So they have already given the some information about the load, that is 1.5 kg for the second. So remember here, this is, they are talking about the load is it's not a, you don't just try to substitute a mass. There we are talking about the mass of the string, and load is converted. Remember, there is a pulley connected with the mass, and that pulley is actually giving you one tension. That tension we are talking about. So that this load, whatever you have, it is actually equal and opposite to tension. That's why this information is 1.5 kg for second case is tension, not the mass. Be very careful. Okay. Now remember, we want tension in terms of the Newton because we write mg, right? So this is mass of this, not the mass of the string. So mg, I can just write 1.5 g. Okay, Newton. Hope this is clear. Now if both wire vibrate with the same fundamental frequency, calculate the unknown load. They have already given the condition that they are vibrating at the same fundamental frequency. So all I need to do is, what is the fundamental frequency? Fundamental frequency is 1 by 2L root of T by M. Correct? Now condition for the mass. Now they have already mentioned that two wires of the same material मतलब वो same mass रहेगा उसका and the same cross section area. So I can just pretend that M1 is equal to M2 is equal to M, and frequency is also same for both of them. Okay, because actually it is same connected string, correct? So now having this information, can we just write N1 is equal to 1 upon 2 L1 divided by T1 by M1, and N2 is equal to 1 upon 2 L2 T1 by M2. Now if I just want to calculate the ratio, I can just write N1 by N2 is equal to, what is it, 1 upon so ये ऊपर से चला जाएगा, सो रेसिप्रोकल हो जाएगा L2 by L1 एंड स्क्वायर रूट में T1 by T2 and M2 by M1. So try to write in this format, actually बहुत helpful होता है. Okay, now they have always said that they have the same frequency, so this N1 is equal to N2 is equal to, and so I'll just write this is 1. Then length is different, right? So keep it is a 0.3 and 0.6 into square root of T1 by T2. Now T1 we don't know, we have to calculate, but T2 they have given 1.5 G. So keep it as it is. Mass 1, mass 2 for the string is the same thing, that particular stretch string. So M by M. So this is 1. So calculate this, just square it and calculate it. Okay. So it's 1. So it's 0.6 by 0.3 is equal to T1 by 1.5 G. It's actually very easy calculation. So it's a 2 square 4 T1 by 1.5 G, and T1 is equal to, you can easily calculate this as a 6, 4 into 1.5, 6, yeah. So 6 G, basically 6 G Newton. So what is the mass connected? So unknown load, the unknown load is equal to 6 kg. You can write in that format because they have given the information in that format. Okay, so I again repeat, please read properly कि एग्जैक्टली कौन से मास की बात चल रही है. यहाँ पे वो लोड की बात कर रहा है. सो लोड मतलब यहाँ पे टेंशन है. जस्ट रिमेंबर इन सोनोमीटर केस दिस हैपेंस. ओके, एंड व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट द सेम मटेरियल and the same cross section is actually the same mass. Okay, same mass. Now let's try to come up with a more explanation for similar numerical. So two wires of the same material has the same cross section, okay, are stretched on the sonometer. Now again, do I have to change the mass m1 and m2? Do I have to change the mass m1 and m2? So we'll see that. Okay, now loaded with 1.5 kg. So there one wire is loaded with 1.5 kg and another wire so already given, see, 1.5 gram and T2 is equal to 6 gram. Now sorry, not gram, is gravitational acceleration g. In terms of Newton, that's why I'm directly writing it. The vibrating length of the first wire is 60 centimeter and the fundamental frequency of the vibrating is the same as the second wire. So two wires are there and for both of them fundamental frequencies are the same. So it's actually same as the previous question. So I don't want to write the same thing again. Okay, so if I just keep everything short and I just write n is equal to, please refer the previous numerical for the detailed understanding of this. So 1 upon 2L divided by T by M, then we just write n1 is equal to n2. So this can be written as 1 upon 2 L1 root of T1 by M1 is equal to, this is the most generalized way, okay, when the frequency is the same. So when you do this experiment in the lab, actually you will do this all the calculation, but still हमें न्यूमेरिकल के भी तो चाहिए ना. स्क्वायर करो, रूट हटाओ. ओके, स्क्वायर करो, रूट हटाओ. सो इट इज़ T1 by M1 is equal to L1 square by L2 square T2 by M2. Can we write like this? Okay, now what do we need? We need L2, right? The second wire, calculate vibrating length. So what we need is the L2 for the second wire. Okay, so L2 is equal to what? देखो, L2 is equal to L1 square T2 by M1 M2, then M1 by T1. Okay, L2 square like this. So L2 is equal to square root of L1 बाहर ले लो. We have T2 by T1 M1 by M2. As simple as that. Okay, so there is no big complication here. Just try to understand one thing there. Now again, my M1 is equal to M2, same cross section. L1 is already given. Okay, what is L1? L1 is given 0.6, keep it outside, divided by T1 by T2. So all the informations are given. It's quite question is quite simple. Okay, G is get cancelled. Then you just have to find 0.66 divided by 60 by 15. Okay, 60 by 15. Just do this calculation, you should get 1.2 meter. Okay, you will get this, don't worry. So this is how you do the numerical for the sonometer, and you will actually do this in the lab, but for the sake of completion I did it here. So please, if you must have understood by this numerical that you must know the formulas, otherwise it is not possible for you to directly grab the fruit. You have to work it out. Fine. So in the next video lecture we will discuss 2-3 numerical for the bits.